Day one of the writing challenge is complete. So, if you're as excited as I am, and I hope you are, then we should probably get right to listening to this and explaining how it came about. All right. So, if you caught the intro episode to this, basically, I'm in the middle of a 30, or I guess I'm at the beginning of a 30-day writing challenge. These videos are going to be as direct as possible. I'm using like OBS, which is a software to switch between stuff because I don't want to have to try to edit stuff. So I'm trying to make it as minimal as possible to make it as efficient as possible to get this stuff to you guys as fast as possible because writing a new piece of music every day for 30 days is a pretty big undertaking for me. And that's kind of why I'm doing it. I'm trying to stretch myself, trying to get more creative. And I'm really excited to see what this project leads to in this album as it kind of comes together. Just as a quick like recap, this is going to be a bunch of 1 to 2 minute songs, and it's following a story. And the first day, or actually, I'm calling this 30 Thoughts Till Dawn. And so I guess I should say thought number one, but it's day number one of the music challenge is a damp, dark awakening. And so this kind of came about, which is one of the things that inspired this whole thing in the first place, is I had this giant water jug here. And I use this pretty much every day to try to keep tabs on how much water I'm drinking. I'm supposed to drink 2 of these things a day, and it's a lot. And one thing I've noticed since I got it is that whenever you hit it, it makes a really cool sound. So, like a very cool ringing sound. And I was like, how can I use that in a song? I actually did a series on TikTok, or I have a series that's still running called Random Things That Make Music. I think part 11 is the next one that comes out. I think we've done 10 of those so far, but one of them earlier on was me actually clicking this jug and showing how it could be how it makes a really cool sound. It could be used for music. Well, I'm kind of putting that to the test and putting it to practice here. So I sampled out a lot of the instrumentation you hear, especially the percussionary sounds for thought number one, A Damp Dark Awakening, with this jug. So I just did some quarter note clicks with this. I actually took a paper towel and wrapped it around my finger, or around my knuckle, to kind of dampen the sound a little bit that I had laying here already. It just kind of gives it a bit more of a, I guess, a softer ring to it. And I use that. I use the lid as kind of a shaker. I also tapped a little bit, loosen it up, and use that kind of as a snare. I also, to get the kind of the wet of the cave, I slosh that around. And of course, I added reverb and stuff like that to it as well, and it's all produced and all that. But the whole feel of this first track, this first thought, is you wake up, you realize, wait, I'm in this cave, this dark place. How did I get here? What's going on? And this is supposed to have a dissonant, a little bit muffled vibe because you're in a cave. Things are supposed to sound distant. And I really hope you guys enjoy it. I really enjoyed making it. And this will give you a good tone for how this is going to progress. Now, keep in mind, these first tracks kind of have an Eastern music style to them, and all this is going to evolve. I don't even know what it's going to sound like yet because I'm just in day one. But I'm really excited for you guys to hear this. So let's go ahead and play the track. Arm it, and let's go. that. And so that is thought number one. Let's go ahead and get this paused and this switched back over. So a couple other things you're hearing in this track. I have a shaker that's really nice. It even comes apart if you want to do two shakers, but it was just not quite what I was looking for. I guess it's a little too high pitched, a little too perfect. And so I didn't use that. So any of the shaker sounds is actually this hacky sack my wife got me for Christmas, I think. I don't know. I wanted a hacky sack, something to play with. So that's what you're hearing for the shaker sounds, as well as, of course, the lid on the jug, like I had already mentioned. Of course, also in there's ocarina. A lot of these are going to have ocarina, and ocarina has a soulful kind of like wisp of the spirit, almost like a windy, like following the journey, following your dreams kind of thought to it. And that's really what I was going for with a lot of this anyway. So there's going to be a lot of ocarina in it, a lot of different ocarinas in it as well, not just the one. And of course, ukulele that's hanging on the wall back here is in it as well. I am going to work automaton into a few of these. I'm kind of excited about some of the thoughts I have around that. So that's coming down the pipeline. But yeah, so that is thought one. That's kind of the journey behind it is, okay, so I woke up. I'm in this dark place. What does that look like? So I'm really excited to see where this goes. And ooh, did my in screen? Oh, look at that cool little in screen thing. Cool. Okay. So guys, if you haven't done so far, hit subscribe. I'm excited to see what the rest of this looks like. And if you don't follow me on TikTok, that's where I'm primarily at. So head over to Braille Atlas on TikTok and let's see what tomorrow holds.